The first person up today is a returning speaker. 4 years ago, we asked ILM Airport Director Julie Wilsey to talk about expansion plans at the airport, but she said it was too early, so we had to find another topic for her then. Now that the terminal expansion has started, Julie said she can talk about expanding economic opportunities for our region. Please join me in welcoming Julie to the stage.
Airports are an important piece of any community. And the 72 airports in North Carolina provide access for private pilots, corporate flight departments, and residents. They take them to places beyond just the county line. And airports are also an important part of the economic engine of a community. Those same 72 airports in the state of North Carolina provide over $50 billion worth of economic impact to our state. Now this morning, I'm going to talk specifically about ILM and its expanding opportunities. When I talk about that, we'll talk about it in three ways. First, we'll talk about expansion in terms of growth in passengers, the number of destinations that we're serving. Then I'll talk about our $60 million terminal expansion project, and you'll get to see a glimpse of what that's going to look like. And finally, we'll talk about how both those types of expansion will lead to greater things for our community. You see, 2018 has been an incredible year for growth at ILM. It started about a year ago when United Airlines announced they were going to add a station at ILM. Then American Airlines announced it was going to fly to new destinations, to their hubs in Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Dallas. So starting in April of 2018, our passenger numbers started to grow. Thanksgiving of 2018 was the Thanksgiving on record. We served over 20,000 passengers in 1 week, a growth of 26% over 2017. And I can tell you, with 20 days to go in the year, we are very confident that we will have another record this year with double-digit growth, and we'll exceed 900,000 passengers served in the year. Now, we couldn't do this alone. It's because of our partners, Delta, American, and United. With their help, they grew our capacity by 20% this past year. And their combined network allows our customers to reach 8 destinations nonstop, national gateways, and 310 destinations around the world with just one stop. Now, 2018 is also important because we started our terminal expansion project. And we were able to do this because our state legislators, the North Carolina General Assembly, appropriated $11.8 million that helped us expedite the design and actually start construction this calendar year. So over the next 3 years, you'll see our building grow by 75% to over 162,000 square feet. Let's see that again. Now, because of security and operational issues, that'll have to happen over several phases and over several years. So what's it going to look like inside? Now, the passenger terminal is the first and last impression of any community. And because of that, we've taken great care with things like architecture, wayfinding systems, and passenger processing systems, because that leaves a big impression on the customer. And with our double-digit growth in 2018, we're starting to feel a little pressure in the building as the facility reaches its critical design. So with that, our first phase of construction will actually be about something that you won't see, but that's really important to getting you and your suitcase to your destination on time. In October of 2018, Monteith Construction started a $1.9 million project to install a temporary outbound baggage system that will handle your checked baggage. Then in January of 2019, a little over a month away, we'll bid another contract of $11 million. In this contract, we will expand the ticket counters, add more circulation space, and install a state-of-the-art outbound baggage system that will handle your checked baggage. And as you can see, there'll be some new finishes, new colors, new counters. All the while, we will stay true to our southern charm and retain some of the more traditional architectural features, such as wrought iron and wainscoting. And as we're adding more space for more passengers, at the ticket counters, we'll also add space for a potential fourth carrier so that we have room should they come to town. Now, probably the most expansive and dramatic piece of this project will be in the gate area, where we plan to add 4 more gates, along with passenger loading bridges and seating areas. We'll also add more concession space so that our customers will have more options for food and beverage. And the TSA checkpoint, it will get expanded too, going to 3 lanes so we can more efficiently screen the passengers and your carry-on luggage. And special features such as service animal relief areas and family restrooms will be added so that we stay on par with trends in our industry. Now, the centerpiece of the expansion area will be a gathering place in the gate area with floor-to-ceiling windows, expansive views of the airfield, and lots of natural light. This $40 million phase will break ground in July of 2020. It's going to take local, state, and federal funding to complete. It's a really big job. But as we add more space for our passengers, we will stay true to our hospitality. So you'll continue to have experiences such as rocking chairs, a relaxed vibe, and extremely friendly staff. Then there's the baggage claim area. In this area, we will add a larger claim device that provides a better view of your bag and more room around the carousel when you claim your bag. And as you see, we'll use those same finishes to complete the transformation of our building. How does this expansion expand opportunities? Well, there are a lot of them. Let's start with just the economic impact. In 2017, our economic impact on this area was $1.752 billion. A little more than the $1.6 billion from a couple years ago. We also contribute to over 13,000 jobs in the region. Our on-airport sales tax revenues exceeds $14 million a year. And with the passenger growth, the biggest benefactors at ILM were actually the rental car agencies. Our growth in the first 10 months through October increased their revenue by over 28%, from $9.4 million to $12.2 million. And then let's not forget the impact of a $60 million capital project. Currently, we have 1 local contractor on the job and 2 local consultants. We hope that in future phases, we'll have more local participation. Then for our businesses, the additional flights and better flight connections will allow them to travel more freely and more efficiently. Companies in town with headquarters such as PPD and Live Oak Bank, they send employees on the road all the time, visiting other corporate sites and clients. Nonstop flights to important business centers such as Washington, D.C., Chicago, and Dallas. That allows our economic development agencies and our chamber recruit new businesses and entrepreneurs who can come to Wilmington so they too may choose Cape Fear. And then there's our tourism industry. With new inbound markets, they'll have more people on which to draw. And those nonstop flights, well, that means they can spend more time in our community, spending money on things like food, entertainment, and amenities. So let's wrap up 2018 by the numbers. ILM now has 3 airlines. We'll serve over 900,000 passengers. Our economic impact was over $1.7 billion. And our growth is reaching double digits in most of our statistics. We've recently started a $60 million capital project to expand our terminal, and it will take it to over 162,000 square feet. The staff at ILM loves serving this community. We want to do everything we can to help it grow and provide opportunities. We believe that with expanding opportunities, the sky's the limit for 2019 and beyond. Thank you.